In previous class, we have discussed it up to question number 25. Okay, so today let us consider from question number 26 onwards. So the question number 26 is, if R denotes the set of all real numbers, then function f from R to R defined by f of x is equals to box x, where box x is greatest integer x. Okay, so they were not mentioned, but it is understood that this box x is greatest integer function. So then options are, you have A, B, C, D options. Comment your answers. Comment your answers. To identify a function is on and onto or not, we have different techniques. Okay, so that different techniques are graphical method and differential calculus method, and even we have arrow diagram method. So for this problem, both graph and arrow diagram will give you a better idea. Yeah, definitely it is D. Yeah, you're right, it's D. So let me move into arrow diagram method. If you don't know what is greatest integer function, then it's not easy to find whether it is 1 and onto or not. Okay, so now, so this function, if R denotes the set of all real numbers, then a function is from R to R. Here it is R, here it is R. Okay, so now if I substitute 0, next I will consider 0.1, 0.5, 1, next 1.5, 2, and so on. Here also let me consider 0, minus 1 by 2, minus 1, minus 2, and here plus 0.5, plus 0.9, 1, and so on. Okay, so then if you substitute 0 as input, output will be 0. Greatest integer of 0 will be 0. If you substitute 0.1, then also it will be 0. Immediately you can say it is not 1 1. It is not 1 1. So up to 1, so up to 0.99999, every value will be connected to 0. Okay, if you move into 1, then this 1 will be connecting to 1 itself. Therefore all these in between fractions from 0 to 1 will not have any pre-image. So that is, if you consider 0.5, 0.7, 0.6, they are not the image of any elements. They don't have pre-images. Therefore it is not onto also. And one more thing you can clearly observe. So if f is from R to R, codomain is R. What is range? Range is Z. Range of greatest integer function is Z. Therefore codomain not equals to range, hence it is not onto. Therefore it is neither 1 1 nor onto. This function is neither 1 1 nor onto. Let us move into next problem. The domain and range of f of x is equals to modulus of x minus 3 divided by x minus 3 are respectively. Yes, it is B. For domain, so to become a real function, so they have not mentioned, then it is real function. They have not mentioned any particular condition means real function. For real function, it should take real values. So in most of the cases, if you have a square root, if you have a square root, the inside function must be greater than or equals to 0. If you have a denominator term, if it is fraction f of x divided by g of x, then g of x should not be equals to 0. These two are very, very important condition for to become a function is a real function. So here they have mentioned domain and range of function means it's a real function. Therefore, here you don't have square root function, but you have denominator term. That denominator should not be equals to 0. Therefore, x should not be equals to 3. So every other value is accepted, but x should not be equals to 3. Okay. But here, since none of these option is also there, immediately you should not consider option B. If this option D was something like r comma r minus a singleton 3, immediately you could have go for the option B, because r minus a singleton 3 was only in option B, but here none of these option is also there. Therefore, you need to check the range also. Okay, so check range. This f of x is equals to modulus of x minus 3. Modulus of x minus 3 is equals to either you have x minus 3 or you have minus of x minus 3. Either you have x minus 3 or you have minus of x minus 3. Okay, so this x minus 3, if x is greater than or equals to 3, this is x less than 3. Therefore, in either case, it is either x minus 3 or minus of x minus 3. Therefore, x minus 3 divided by x minus 3, in this case f of x will be 1. In this case f of x will be minus 1. Therefore, only two values are possible, either 1 or minus 1. See here, domain is except minus 3 every real number except minus 3, and range is either plus 1 or minus 1, hence it is option B. Next question. Domain of f of x is equals to log of modulus of log x. We study f of x is equals to log x function in differential calculus. In differential calculus, we study this particular f of x is equals to log x function. So in this log x function, we studied that the domain is r plus. So otherwise, you can consider y is equals to log of x to the base e, or e raised to y is equals to x. E raised to y is equals to x. Okay. So this x is domain. This x is r plus. This x should be r plus. If the question is, if f of x is equals to log x, find the domain of this, we write r plus. Okay, but here the function is log of modulus of log x. Okay, log of modulus of log x means we need to consider, in place of x we have mod log x. Mod log x should be greater than 0. In place of this log of mod x, we should have a log of mod x, mod of log x, not log of mod x. Mod of log x should be greater than 0. So when this log of mod x will be greater than 0, so greater than 0 means 0 to infinity, open in interval 0 to infinity. But the real problem comes at this particular, when this log x becomes 1. If this log x becomes 1, okay, if this log x becomes 1, then this outside term becomes log 0, which is also not defined. Again, observe here, for log function, the domain must be r plus set of it is r plus means set of positive real numbers. Okay, r plus, here r plus is set of positive real numbers. Okay, so log 0 is not defined, actually it is minus infinity. Log 0 is minus infinity, therefore here it should be positive, means 1 is also not accepted here, minus singleton 1. Understand the problem again, let me explain. If the problem is only log x, then clearly x should be greater than 0. X should be greater than 0, but here we have log of modulus of log x. Okay, therefore here not only x greater than 0, we have one more condition, this should not be equals to 0. This should be greater than 0 definitely, since it is modulus. Since it is modulus, definitely it is greater than or equals to 0. So actually mod of log x will be greater than or equals to 0, but we don't need this particular condition of greater than or equals to, because log 0 is not defined. Therefore you need to take out this particular is equals to symbol, that is 0 to infinity minus singleton 1. 0 to infinity minus singleton 1, therefore it is 0 to 1, every value in between 0 to 1 can be considered. Next, from 1 to infinity also you can consider. So actually, if you have option 0 to infinity minus singleton 1, which is same as this, these two are same. These two are same. This is real number, real line. Let me consider real line. Let me consider real line. It is 0. It is infinity. 0 to infinity minus singleton 1 means, let me consider a blank circle in this one. Therefore, it will be open interval 0 to 1, 1 to infinity. So it is option C. It is option C. It's a bit higher level problem. So if you move into JEE, in JEE there will be a lot of problems on the basis of domain of log functions. They mention log and inverse trigonometric functions, and they will ask to find domain of that functions. So this is also a bit higher level problem, but concept is very easy. I hope you are clear with the concept. Otherwise, let me explain it again. If you want the explanation again, please comment. The answer is option C. Next problem, domain of the function root of 2 minus x minus 1 divided by square root of 9 minus x square. Yes, you are right. The answer is option C. So let me show how. Before explaining this, we have one very important concept, the domain of f of x plus or minus, or even it will be into and divisible by, okay, divided by. So here it is f plus or minus g of x. Domain of this is equals to domain of f intersection domain of G, domain of F intersection domain of G. So here let me find the domain separately. So domain of F means 2 minus x should be greater than or equals to 0 here. Okay, therefore x should be less than or equals to 2. X should be less than or equals to 2. And another condition is 9 minus x square should be greater than 0. It is not greater than or equals to, because here in denominator it is having both square root and f of x divided by g of x form. Therefore under square root it should be greater than or equals to. Denominator it should be greater than. Okay, that is here x square is less than 9 means minus 3 less than x less than 3. Okay, so now let me consider intersection of these two. So whenever you have intersection of two functions, better to go for a real line system. Okay, so in this real line system you have 0 here, minus infinity here, plus infinity here, and here you need a minus 3 and you need a plus 3. Okay, so then first one here, for first one you need x should be less than or equals to 2, and 2 also, you need 2 also. Less than or equals to means so you can choose this whole part, less than or equals to. Okay, this whole part. And for second one it is minus 3 to plus 3, open interval, minus 3 to plus 3. Therefore which is common here for both? It is from, see here, both contains this part to this part. Minus 3 open plus 2 closed, minus 3 open and plus 2 closed, plus 2 closed. Therefore it is option C. This problem can be evaluated using eliminating the odd option out also. That is, you need to substitute some values between minus 3 to 1. Okay, so then you need to substitute some values from minus 3 to closed interval minus 3 to 1, like this. Okay, so here it is closed interval minus 3, here it is open interval minus 3, and you can check your answer. So this minus 3 to 1 is not only the values. If you substitute 1.5, if you substitute 1.5, then also this function defines. Therefore this 1 is not the last value, it is not the boundary value, still you have values like that. Here it is option C. Next problem. If y is equals to f of x is equals to x plus 2 divided by x minus 1, then x is equals to, if y is equals to f of x, if y is equals to f of x, then x is equals to f inverse of y, x is equals to f inverse of y. Okay, they have asked the value for x, so that is here y is equals to x plus 2 divided by x minus 1, you need to find the value for x. So you can shift here, you can shift into left hand side, xy, it will be xy minus y is equals to x plus 2. Take terms containing x onto one side, then it is xy minus x is equals to 2 plus y. Therefore x is equals to 2 plus y divided by, so here x is here means y minus 1, y minus 1, so which is same as y plus 2 divided by y minus 1. Okay, so y plus 2 divided by y minus 1 it is, which is f of y. F of x is given, this is nothing but f of y. So without doing this one also you can say the answer here. See, I have given one shortcut, so that shortcut is so f of x, if the function is f of x is equals to ax plus b, ax plus b divided by cx minus a, cx minus a, then f of x is equals to f inverse of x. We have this particular condition. So this condition is mentioned in the synopsis also. Here also observe here, a is equals to 1, okay? A is equals to 1. So this ax, this minus 1 is in the denominator. Therefore, it is in the form of ax plus b divided by cx minus a. Definitely, f of x is equals to f inverse of x. F of x is equals to f inverse of x means f of x will be equals to f of y itself. So you need not to be calculated up to this also. Immediately, if you know the shortcut, if you know this shortcut, you can apply and you can say the answer as option A. Okay. Next one. Which of the following function is inverse of itself? Which of the following function is inverse of itself? Yes, definitely it's A, because I will rewrite the function as f of x is equals to minus x plus 1 divided by x plus 1. Again, it is in the form of ax plus b divided by cx minus a. Here the only condition is coefficient of a must be, if coefficient of a is plus a in the numerator, it should be minus a in the denominator. Here coefficient of x is minus 1 in numerator and this last constant in the denominator is plus 1. So minus 1, negative of that will be plus 1. Therefore, f of x is equals to f inverse of x condition satisfies. F of x is equals to f inverse of x condition satisfies. Therefore, ultimately, it is option A. Try to understand this particular important result. F of x is equals to f inverse of x arrives if f of x is equals to ax plus b divided by cx minus a. Let me give one more example for this. If you have f of x is equals to, if you have f of x is equals to 2x plus anything, okay, so remaining values may be anything. Here it should be something like any x minus 10x, no problem. So here it is plus anything plus 10, but here it should be minus 2. Since this value is plus 2, here it should be minus 2. Okay, so let me move into next problem. The inverse of the function f of x is equals to e raised to x minus e raised to minus x divided by e raised to x plus e raised to minus x plus 2. For this problem, I will explain one important property. So that is CD property. CD property. CD property means componendo dividendo property. CD property means componendo dividendo property. So what is componendo dividendo property? If A by B is equals to C by D, if A by B is equals to C by D, then it will imply A minus B divided by A plus B is equals to C minus D divided by C plus D, or A plus B divided by A minus B is equals to C plus D divided by C minus D. This is called componendo dividendo property. Here your intention is to find inverse of the given function. Okay, so let us consider one original method, then let me explain the shortcut also. So the first one is y is equals to find inverse. Here in CET you should not prove 1 and on to everything. No, in state board, yes, you need to prove the function as 1 then you need to prove it as a on to, then you need to write the inverse. But in competitive exams, if they have asked inverse, definitely it will be bijective. Therefore directly you need to consider this function as e raised to x, sorry, it is e raised to x minus of e raised to minus x divided by e raised to x plus e raised to minus x plus 2. So what will be our intention? Our intention is to finding the value for x. Y is given, you need to find x. Okay, so that is what you will do for finding inverse. So now let me consider y minus 2. Y minus 2 is equals to e raised to x minus of e raised to minus x divided by e raised to x plus e raised to minus x. Okay, so now this is y minus 2 divided by 1. It is y minus 2 divided by 1. Therefore I will apply componendo dividendo property here. Componendo dividendo means, so addition of numerator with denominator divided by subtraction of denominator with the numerator. Here I will write y minus 2 minus 1 divided by y minus 2 plus 1 is equals to e raised to x minus e raised to minus x minus of e raised to x minus e raised to minus x divided by addition of numerator with the denominator is, so here it is e raised to minus x this term divided by addition of numerator with denominator e raised to x minus e raised to minus x plus e raised to x minus of e raised to minus x. So this is equals to, so here it is y minus 3 divided by y minus 1, y minus 3 divided by y minus 1 is equals to, now e raised to x and e raised to x get cancels. Okay, so e raised to x and e raised to x get cancels. Therefore minus 2 e raised to minus x, because here you have e raised to minus x minus of e raised to minus x divided by, here e raised to, one second, so e raised to x minus of e raised to minus x, e raised to x plus, it is, this term is plus, sorry, this term is plus. So plus e raised to minus x minus e raised to minus x get cancels. We have 2 times e raised to x, it is 2 times e raised to x. Okay, so this is a bit higher level problem. So it may be asked in JEE also, it's a JEE level problem. Okay, so now this is equals to, I will cancel 2 and 2, then minus sign I will be shifting into left hand side. It is y minus 3 divided by y minus 1, minus sign left hand side, 2 2 get cancels, e raised to minus x, denominator e raised to minus x also will be in the numerator to get it as e raised to minus 2x. By loss of indices, a raised to m divided by a raised to m is a raised to m minus n, so it is e raised to minus 2x. Okay, so now I will be looking at the options. Every option is in logarithmic term. Therefore, I will apply log on both sides. So what I will do, I will apply log on both sides. So then before applying log, I will shift this minus sign inside. Then it becomes 3 minus y divided by y minus 1 is equals to e raised to minus 2x. Then log to the base e on both sides. Log to the base e. Okay. Then by properties of logarithm, this is a minus 2x. This is minus 2x because this one will be minus 2x into log of e to the base e. It will be log of e to the base e. Therefore, here it will be log of e 3 minus y divided by y minus